Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. This is me, your brother, your friend. This is Human Stephen on the show. It's quite. It has been a long time, guys, and I've been doing everything humanly possible to get on board. And I'm really sweating, as you can see. But it has been fun, anyways. And today I decided to just trying to put all the devices together to see how I can be able to get across to you guys. And today I decided to do this just to tell you guys I've not really forgotten you guys. I missed you guys, and I'm going to say I'm sorry, guys, for not being around. I'm still trying to settle down in this country. Okay, it has been really hectic. It has been really stressful. I came around to do some little thing, and it has taken a lot of my time. And not just that alone, the system here had actually choked me in that I've not been able to do what I know how to do best. But I think I'm getting a little bit stabilized right now, and things are getting better and better by the day. So I know in a jiffy I'm going to be up and running again, and you guys are going to get me, practically every day on the show doing those things I know how to do really, really best. I want to say thank you guys for being there. Thank you for keeping the watch, and thank you for all your comments, all your calls, all your messages, trying to know how I'm faring. I'm doing really good in Nigeria. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm enjoying the whole scenario, but it has been a little bit worrisome also. Okay, guys. Now, today, let me just give you a little bit hint. Don't mind me today. I'm sweating like hell. There's no light here. I'm just doing something in town, so I'm in my place where I'm doing some little job, and so the lighting system has not been fixed yet. So, but I hope maybe the next 1 week everything's going to be done, and it will be up and running. Okay, guys. Yeah, the last time I came, I was going to come out the following day, but this NIN issue did not actually make me to come out. But I have to do a smart one and then get through some roads to be able to get to where I am today. So I need to get this from someone. I need to buy this from someone immediately. So I have to buy this from someone, in order for me to be able to be online to actually, watch you and talk to you guys. Yeah, Edo State have been very peaceful, but there have been one or two pockets of criminal activities. I think this morning, just about 1 hour ago, while we were driving along, the airport road, we encounter armed robbers, who actually picked up these little cars, this little Toyota that this. Aboki normally uses to do their drop-in account services. They picked up one very close to that point where the former, the Obazu area, the Yikoba area there, very close to the police checkpoint. An incident happened there today, and but the police are after them. The police have already chased those guys, and I believe by the grace of God, they'll be caught. And apart from that, it has been quite peaceful, and also experienced another kidnapping attempt on the same route also. But the police also, foiled that attempt, and they couldn't actually succeed in their plot. Apart from that, I think relatively I've been driving around town, and I would say it hasn't been as bad as it has been. Said on the social media and other media platform, except in the Ugo community, where the Fulani elders actually went into the community and they wreaked havoc on the people of Ugo. And I'm using this medium to call on His Excellency Governor Rason Paseki and the community leaders of Ugo community to, as a matter of urgency, take the necessary steps in order to make sure such an ugly incident never actually reoccur again in our communities. a few days ago, I think about 4 days ago, also some Fulani herders were also caught, along a Kewan, as is with, some guns and ammunition. And they were apprehended by the police and they were taken away by the army, which is at the Kewan Barrack Army containment. And I believe that the justice will actually be served and these guys will be brought to justice based on the law of the land. And having said that, I think, like I said, I'll also be going around town, and I will say Governor Obaseki is actually doing well when it comes to road networking. Okay, the light issue is still very epileptic as it used to be, and I believe maybe he will do something, justifiable soon to change the narratives so we can have, stable light in Edo State. But apart from that, I would say the road network in Edo State, the way he's doing it now is actually working and is creating a good thing for the state. I remember when I came in last year, if I'm going to a port road, I have to drive all the way to Ubo, very close to Tony Kabaka's hotel house. Then I will now have to drive to that place to Miago myself, or I have to drive down to the end of Ubamamba Road. I will take the boundary road, down. But now, right now, it's more easier now. I can just get to Ogumoyi, many people that know Ogumoyi, village. I will just get to Ogumoyi, and there I drive down to ADP called Iriri or Ebo Road. There I'm already at the NNPC filling station, on Airport Road. Or if I'm going out through the Oba, there's also another exit that he has also created that you can meander yourself away from the traffic jam that is at Sapele Road as it, and also within the GRA as is also. I think that is a good development, for every state. That can also reduce the rate of crime in the society, and also it also reduces the pressure that vehicles are being mounted on our roads. So I'm saying now, because why you see the Western roads are even more elastable just because of the way and manner that there's a road network and people can easily, miago themselves and get through other ways into where they are going to. That I would say that was a good one there, and he has done so well. Apart from that, also I also think on the vigilante, I have my reservations on the community vigilante that we have today, based on what I've been hearing or what we have been seeing, happening in the state. But apart from that, the presence of vigilante has also reduces the crime, the cultist crime in particular, to the barest minimum. But I'm getting, some feelers that some of these, vigilantes are also members of one core group or the other. That I cannot actually ascertain because I have not done my own personal investigation. It's just an ESA can say right now. And I believe that with that, we will say he has done well on that, but we think he should do more better by retraining, reorganizing, and reorienting this vigilante, guys, so that they can actually, work within the ambits of the law. Okay, guys. I heard, from Emmanuel Bogun of an extrajudicial, killing of a guy, by the vigilante after they have chanted, their cultist slogan or something like that. But I don't know how true that is. But I think I watched that yesterday, and if that is the case, I think the government need to call these guys to order and make sure that their differences we put aside when the protection of lives and property of the state or their community is concerned. Okay, guys. And so I think that is the entire summary of my stay in Edo State in the last few weeks. It has been hectic, but yet it has been fun all through also. And the last situation is epileptic, really epileptic. Many of us had to derive another means of survival, in this, very hot unfriendly weather that we have in Nigeria, because of this high heat weather that we have here. So we have to derive other means, which is quite expensive on us. Not everyone can do that. So if we do, who can be able to do that, we need to speak out for those who cannot be able to afford some of this luxury that we are, enjoying based on our take and all that and that. I think apart from that, what more am I going to talk about right now? Yeah, I said I was going to talk about the NIN, the National Identification Number issue, in this country. That very Tuesday that I came out, online, just to give you a quick one, was just because of the way and manner that it actually went on that day. It was really disgusting, it was embarrassing, it was provocative. Okay, I went to it's in a bank, office at Bava precisely. I heard that they were doing the NI number there for me to be able to get. Why can't they just give me, connect the NIN to the BVN? Okay, guys, it's simple. Everything's already there. There's already security on your BVN number. All your details are already captured on your BVN. So the reason why you're going to do another 10-finger thumbprinting, the reason you're going to do another capturing is one thing that I could not actually fact on. I was like, okay. I sat down there. I was there around 8 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock. What I saw was some guys came from Europe. Yeah, they actually came from Europe, guys. So the problem of Nigeria today, like I said, is not the leaders, it's the followers. And I want to say something very clearly here. Those of you living in Europe, you're actually the problem of Nigeria. Many of you living in Europe, you are actually the problem of Nigeria. The truth must be said right now, guys. I was there, these guys came in, and when they came in, they paid their way in. Baba, not true, but I don't black. The sun won't finish me. So I was like, okay. They came in and they paid their way in. I sat down there. I was in the office, and the next thing I saw was they took these guys in. I was already 3 hours and a half seated, waiting for them to get to my turn, and these guys went in. And what happened? I go bazaar immediately at the, right there, at the bank. I went bazaar with them. I told them, you guys just messed up with the wrong guys. I'm going to come out here and actually expose you guys. They paid to get themselves in. We talk about corruption every day in Nigeria. We talk about the guys at the top, at the aim of the affair of this nation. But actually, the problem of Nigeria is actually those who are the followers. We are so corrupt. Every given opportunity, we want to make good use of it for our own selfish interests. The people were paying as 5,000 naira to be captured. What was supposed to be free? I even went. There's a very beautiful lady who wanted to be very nice to me. She took me to one of those to one of these bosses at the bank there, and I said, "Oh, please, my Oga said these guys should be captured." The guy said, "I've already had my 10 names already. That I'm preparing my 10 names for the next batch." So I was just there. I really wanted. I did not really want to do anything, because I won't pay, not because the money is the problem, but if we comes up here to say we want to stop some level of corruption in Nigeria, we must be able to bear the bond, to bear the pains, to be able to stand your ground and do something differently. Okay, guys? So that was my intention. My intention was I am not going to pay. I'm not going to lobby. And if they don't do what I wanted to do, then I'm going to leave there, but I'm going to expose them. My exposing them is not to create any form of confusion. It's to make the Nigerian government knows, or the people know, that the problem of Nigeria is not the leaders, it's the bad followers. Every leader was once a follower. Every leader was once a follower. So it is the mindset that the followers had while they were following, the same mindset they're going to take up when they become leaders. Corruption is a virus. It is worse than coronavirus. It is worse than COVID-21 in Nigeria. Even to the security at the gate, they are corrupt. I want to already local government for the same NIN number, guys. The security at the gate was demanding money to allow you into the premises. And they talk about the local government chairman. They talk about the councillors. They talk about the commissioner, the governor, and wherever. But nobody talks about these guys which are at the bottom of the ladder. They demanded money for people to go in. I was there for another 40 minutes at already local government. The guy who I was supposed to see that was in charge of giving forms, the guy walked away from me. Walked out of the office, left me and my uncle in the office all through the day until we got tired and we decided to go home. That is the situation of things. So when we begin to cry over the leadership failure, we must look at the problem of the followership. The corruption index in Nigeria today is more virtual, more, real in the followership than in the leadership. With what I have seen in these few days of me interacting with them based on what I am experiencing today, the followers are so greedy. That is why they always bring in people of their type to rule them. Because they are corrupt. And they know a clean-minded guy coming into the saddle of leadership will not be able to make them to get benefit from what they are used to. So they are ready to bring the same kind of people like themselves into leadership, knowing fully well what they are doing, the trust they are doing, these people will look the other way because that they are all the same. So people like me will not be voted for because they know I won't give them the chance of them being corrupt. So they're going to look for people of the same mind, just like these people. I'm going to tell you a little story, guys. Today, I'm going to just go round and round today. Then from tomorrow, we're going to start having a really big show. Okay. So sorry, guys. So they just bear with me, guys. You know what happened? I have a little business I'm running here. I have a little business I'm running here, and it's a very small one, and so that's why I actually came, to town to also, contribute my quota, and it's really going so well, really going well, and several businesses here and there we are trying to pursue, but this one is, and this one is actually my major plan. So I invested so much here, and I employ some guys. I employ some 3 guys. I give them this place I'm here now. This is the business premises. Maybe other time I'm going to take you people around when I'm ready, for you guys to see what I'm doing. So I am in an office now. I already created. I have an office for myself. I'm still developing the office. So that's why I'm a little bit on one side. Maybe when I'm done with everything, you guys are going to see the job I've been doing. Okay, guys. Now this is the story. I employed three guys. I came in here, they were already working in the establishment before I buy it over from the owner. And that's okay. Let me just get them in to, instead of taking them away, because we have an accommodation here. We have a very well furnished, well built, self-contained, four self-contained, well built, well furnished, self-contained here. And I said, okay, since they are young guys and they felt, okay, why should I drive them away? And we put them in. So I came in. I said, okay, I've not started yet. I'm going to give you guys a job. Do the job. I'm going to pay you like a contract. Just do the job, you get paid. So they clean the place, wash some of the things. I gave them a lot of jobs, but they actually did not do all. But I got them paid anyways because I felt what is the need. They're suffering and all that and that. So when we're kicking off, I asked some questions from the former owner of the place, and he told me why he actually failed. Okay, I knew this was. So sorry, guys. So they left. They refused to work because they could not actually do what they know how to do best, defrauding other people. That is the followership problem we are talking about. Okay, many companies, when I came in, I've gone around, many companies collapsed. I've spoken to many of our people who actually told me their experiences. And when I went to their business centers that they built, I was amazed. These are people that live in Europe, guys. I was flabbergasted by the magnificent business idea that they actually put up. So my mind was, how can this business fail when the society needed so much jobs? How can a business that is flourishing, that's supposed to flourish, collapse? There's supposed to be audio. No audio on YouTube. I mean, if you watching YouTube, can you hear me? Because I think people can hear me here. Okay? How can a business collapse when the society actually needed people to work? But if you go deep down, you understand that the people whom we think of helping are actually the problem of the society. They do not want to work, but they want to become rich just like you are. So I have been trying to put up businesses in Nigeria, but I've not actually had this personal interaction or personal closeness with most of these guys on ground until when I came this time around. I've been running farms, take outside there, clear it, go away, But this is the first time I'm actually running, a business whereby I have to employ people. We sit together and we do the business together. Okay, it was I knew that many of the Southerners are not actually ready to work. Now, what is the minimum wage, sir, guys? What is the Nigerian minimum wage today? Who can tell me the Nigerian minimum wage today, sir? Please, if you know, just put it up. The Nigerian minimum wage today. Please, guys, we need to be fast. This is Nigeria now. Nigerian minimum wage today. Anybody there? Can anybody tell me that? What is Nigerian minimum wage today? God bless you, Bra Robert. 30,000 naira. Okay. Now, in the 30,000, listen, guys. In the 30,000, you have your transport fare. Am I correct? You have your housing, your rent. You have your feeding. You have you have your light bill, 30,000. Okay, guys. Some of you are even married with 30,000. Also know that many of these people today, these young guys today, will not want to collect 30,000 from you. The problem of followership. They will tell you sometimes, say, what 30,000 will use me to do for a month. So they rather be on the street, not working, than working to receive 30,000 in a month. You get it just right now. These guys rather be on the streets, not working. 1 minute. Hello. Yeah. If you just enter small, go front. These guys would rather remain, not doing nothing, planning to steal, going to all form of crime, than taking 30,000 naira. Whereas some of these people who we also employ with an accommodation, so we're going to pay you 20,000 because we give you an accommodation. You're not paying light bill, you're not paying water, you're paying nothing, just the 20,000 for your feeding. They will tell you the money is too small. That is the kind of followers that we have, guys. So this is not all about the government. It has gone beyond the government. The followership problem is the root cause of majority of the problem. It is not a state government that actually you employ when you have a business running in Nigeria. It is the followers. They crumble your business because of the corrupt mindset. Get quick rich syndrome. Get quick rich syndrome that we have already, gotten into our mindset. So that is actually what is killing the Nigeria of today, particularly the Edo State youth. Not brainwash. If you pay 20,000 without not paying house rent, no light bill, no water rate, nothing whatsoever, I don't think it's a small money, sir. We just ask now, people actually take 30,000 home. 30,000 home, all this inclusive in it. We live in, listen guys. The problem is this. Sometimes we look at the life, this actually here when we started that show. At least you should go and watch from the beginning of the show. And if you see the title of today's program is Sorry Guys. So I'm just giving you the entire scenario that has happened all the while I have not been on the show. Okay. So that's what I'm doing now. If you are the guy who follow me very well on Facebook, YouTube, jump into issues until I get a proper analysis until I get a proper confirmation. I go into it. I've already talked about Ugo community in Odium local government, and what happened there even before you came in, sir. Okay, so I've already dealt with that, and I just threw in that, and I'm trying to explain the scenario of Nigeria as of today. Okay, so and also this is my show, and I say what I feel is convenient for me to say. The problem of the Nigerian today, even up to the Fulani, is as a result of the followership problem we're talking about. If you don't get a solution, if you don't get the root cause of a problem, you can never get a solution. The Nigerian system as of today, is always dealing with the sickness, not the root cause of the sickness. And that is why, after a while, it's like it resurfaced again. We are too emotionally carried away when there are problems in anywhere in Nigeria. Okay, now the Ugo community now in Ijokodiomo is the heat of the day. Everybody is talking about that now, leaving other things that are actually pointing towards the cause of that very particular situation. The Fulanis you're talking about today, it is the root cause of followership that brought them to this place where we are. We once lived with Fulanis when we were growing up, except you didn't grow in Benin or in any part of the South. Fulanis have been there from the beginning, from immemorial. So what now happened overnight that did not become a killer squad? That is the root cause. You must find what the problem is before you can get a solution. That is the fact. If you go to Ibadan right now, where they are trying to chase them away, they are creating a lot of havoc in Ibadan right now. So the problem is when do you listen? We talk about Fulanis. Do you know what many of the Edo people, the Southern people are doing in Edo State? Is worse than what the Fulanis are doing. Who is doing the kidnapping today along these axis? Who are the guys? The guys doing the kidnapping, they are not Fulanis. They are the indigenous of the state. Or maybe neighboring certain states. We don't talk about them. I'm not Fulani. I'm not supporting Fulani. You guys know me very well. You guys know me very well. But I'm just one guy who is trying to be very, very objective and realistic when I deal with my show. I'm not emotional about what I do. I'm very, very constructive, very factual. Where we're living today is actually surviving as a result of the followership mentality that have been created. Because when there is a good followership, it reduces the level of crime in any society. If you lack a proper followership, then you're going to have a break in the bridge between the leaders and the followers. And the break in the bridge is what creates crime and anarchy in the society. We must get this clear, guys. So we shouldn't be always emotional over issues. Because it happens now, we need to talk about it. Then when it's done there, we are done with it. No, we must. What is the solution? What is the problem? Why are we where we are as of today? One of the things is what I'm trying to bring to you today. Is the level of our people not ready to start from the beginning? Many of you went through desert into Europe. But you come sometimes and support some things that are not even okay. You may even drink people's urine while you were trying to navigate yourself into Europe. So it wasn't a pleasant situation for you guys. Many of us even flew through the air. We got the fact that not what we thought it was. That is not what we found ourselves in. What did we do? We buckled up. Many of us were living on 50 euros in a month. Many of us were living on 50 euros in a month, guys. Many of us were getting 300 euros as a salary in a whole month. We pay our rent and we live on less than 50 euros as feeding in a month. And we survived it. Like somebody just said that the dignity of labor, there's a lack of dignity of labor in Nigeria, particularly in Edo State. Everybody doesn't want to work anymore. We're talking about what's it called? Fulani Elders. Listen, guys, we are actually the creator of the problem. Many of these Fulanis, go to them. Let them catch some of them. They are the indigenous of the people. These Fulanis are not educated. Who does? Have you ever sat down to ask who actually do the negotiation for them? Are they Fulanis? No, they're not Fulanis. They are indigenous of the southern Nigeria. Come on, guys. These guys are being employed. These guys are being employed to do some of the things that they are doing. It is the break between the leaders and the followership that is the cause of all this. Believe it or not, guys. Like, you know me, my own, I tell you the way it is. I don't have a problem with the Fulanis. I don't have a problem with anybody, but I have a problem with crime. And the level of not wanting to do anything. Okay? If you refuse to work to get a little thing for you to survive, then tomorrow you're going to act like a Fulani and go kidnap somebody and call yourself a Fulani. Come on. Listen, guys, do you know how many Edo sons that owns cattle in Edo State? Do you know how many of Edo sons that are cattle rearers in Edo State? Do you know how many of Edo sons that are cattle rearers in Edo State? Do you know how many of them? We have over 200 Edo sons that are major cattle rearers in Edo State. Major cattle rearers in Edo State. Over 200 of them. Big time cattle rearers in Edo State. Big time cattle rearers, guys, in this state, owned by an Edo son. So, can you tell me, who actually know who the Fulani elders are? Who? Who? The Fulani agendas, good man, the Fulani agenda is actually, listen, guys. Maybe I'm going to take time to educate us on what's an agenda and how can you carry out an agenda. Like I said, today is just general. Today is just general because I've not been around. So I can talk, ask questions, you can put up questions, I can answer you. Now let me talk about an agenda. An agenda is a plan that you put in place, trying to execute. Okay? And for you to execute an agenda in another man's land, you need, I repeat, you need the assistance, the support of the indigene of that community for you to be able to carry out your agenda. Go anywhere and ask her. You can never succeed in your agenda over a people without the help of the people. So if the Fulani have an agenda over the South, as we believe, it means there are members of the Southern Nigeria that are actually part and parcel of the agenda of the Fulani Caliphate. I just want to get to me right now. They are part and parcel. They are part and parcel of that very part of agenda. You can't just come to someone else's land and invade them with a lot of immunity. Come on, guys. We should go back and start asking our people, why are we where we are? What actually made us to get to this place? Do you know some people they caught in Ibadan? Why the Amomote were chasing them out of the forest? They have a letter from the ballet. from the ballet of the community. What are you talking about, guys? They have a letter from the ballet that asks them to come into their place and graze on their land. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about now. Do you know today, when a car was snatched at Airport Road after Oba River, it was even the Fulani soldiers that chased after the car. The certain soldiers, they were collecting for 5 naira, sir. The certain policemen. Today, that is just the truth there. The problem, like by saying, the problem here is there is already a break. That break is what is creating what we are experiencing today. When you have a bad followership and a bad leadership, the law will never work, sir. The law will be suspended. Because when the law works, the two can never be able to work in pari passu. Because the difference between the bad followership and is the law. The law is what will strengthen them. They will suspend the law so that they can be able to carry out their evil agenda. That is a fact. Sir, you know, when you invite people into your community, knowing fully well who they are. I'm going to say this clearly. This one I was listening to. The ballet who brought them in did not just give them letter. They pay. Our leaders, sir, our followers are corrupt. They pay the ballet or the traditional rulers for them to graze in their land. They pay in millions. In millions to these people. We must start correcting some abnormalities that we do. Why these people? Yeah, sorry guys. Now, I love this because we are so corrupt. We are so money conscious, and the North knows, so they take advantage of it. You blame them. We don't listen, guys. We can't get a solution until we start taking responsibility for our faults. This is who I am. Until we start taking responsibility for our faults, we can't get solution. We are too corrupt-minded as a certain house. We want to get rich at all costs. Somebody gives you cow, somebody gives you money, whatever they give to you. They feel they've already owned the entire forest and everything there. Yet there are also some criminal elements in the elders who, like I normally call them, they are either the bandits or the overflow of the Boko Harams. These are not elders, they're not just normal elders. They are the overflow of the Boko Harams. The only way they can be able to, come into the South is to pretend to be elders. Okay? Is the elders. So those also comes in and do their own personal havoc. So my take is this. The first thing we need to do is to know how many of the... Number two, who is in charge of the cattle of these Edo sons? Number three, why are prominent Edo men not talking over the insensitive killing, raping, maiming of the Edo's children by this rampaging, so to say, headers? Okay? Because I know where I live, very close to where I live here, there's a man that has a cow farm. That's why he built a fence around it. He releases a cow now and then. Yesterday I was driving from where I work here down home late in the evening, and there was a black cow who lies on the road. I never knew. I nearly hit on the cow. Yeah. In GROA. In GROA. It's owned by an Edo man. So the problem we are having today is beyond just the Fulanis. They give these people the kind of leverage that they possess. So I believe with time we'll come able to understand better and better and better by the day. Nobody has that kind of power. Not even the federal government has such power to give to these people if the state is not involved, guys. They can. Fulani is just about 7 million of the 230 million Nigerians. They are just 7 million, guys. And it is just a fact. How do you think 7 million will now hold the entire nation hostage? People that are supporting them are from your different states because they are benefiting endlessly. Let me also shock you. Many of the countries you see they bring from the north belongs to a Satanan. Go mark this down. That's why you don't care what happens. They hand over these cattle to them, to rent for them. These people put their head up. They pretend as if nothing is happening. That's it, a good man. That's what we need to do. But they will not vote for the right man because the right man will not give them the kind of life that they need. That's why I talk about the lack of dignity of labor from the beginning. You can't, people say we need to go and find the Fulanis. How can you do that? Killing them, the law doesn't give you the power to do that. They're in government. We all know that. They're in the police. We all know that. They're in the army, in the navy, in every. What can you do? Nothing. Until the leadership decide to start thinking outside the box, to put money aside and deal with issues based on issues, we'll be here every day crying, guys. These are fact. If you're on ground, you understand what I'm talking about. I've seen it from both sides. The Fulanis are a problem to the Nigerian people, yes. But who actually is giving them the power that they possess? If they succeed in Edo State, assuming maybe Obaseki is weak, why would they succeed in the entire southern Nigeria? They are ravaging the entire southern Nigeria. They're fighting Sunday, Ibaho, in Ibadan. They're killing them in Ogun, in Ekiti. Every part of the south is being ravaged by these people. How many are they? Why are they that powerful? Edo Yapita, we will know weekend. It will not baking or weekend. Everything you see today is inside, guys. That is the truth of the matter there. So we're going to talk more, guys. I want to say a very big thank you today. I think I'm getting a better network now. So you're going to see me more often. It's not going to be every day, guys. Okay? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Messi, you abandon me. Oh. Sister Messi, you abandon me. Sister Gawa, I greet you. Good man, I greet you. Every one of you. Pa Kennedy, I greet you all. God bless you all. Tomorrow we're going to go again. We're going to start, dealing with issues that have been there and there. Mr. Vincent Okoro, please come here after this, sir. we're going to do this more often and often, guys. Now I'm back, and I have what I can use to actually get across to you guys. I appreciate you all, love you all. Thank you very much, guys. Today, just to say I'm sorry, guys, not being around, but I'm back now, and things are going to get better and better by the day. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow again, hopefully, if network permits. Have a blessed day. So my regards to every one of you. Love ya. Bye for now.